the game is a little more unbalanced in terms of self-space adversary versus competitive. So now, if I'm Furon and I'm going against Meta Knight, I can pick whatever stage I want. Where do I go? The answer is Battlefield.
The Battlefield makes sense because Ike has, of course, the helicopter up there, has got Nair, and the up tilt is extremely beefy, letting him poke Meta Knight in a lot of these situations. And Ike's jab in this game, by inputting slightly down on the C-stick, or not C-stick, the controller stick, you can essentially be actionable in anything out of your jab 2. So there's the Ike jab walk where you jab 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. It's something that is very easy to do, however, Furon does not usually go for it due to just how strong SDI is in this game.
Right.
But it gives him a lot of options out of this jab, so you'll see in this horizontal game he's going to be controlling space like that. And speaking of controlling, the pace of the game is being controlled by Furon as we go
SBB
into...
had an unfortunate SD there. But I think Ike has to play a very patient game. Those jabs and those big aerials, just trying to control as much space as possible, as Meta Knight has to put into work to regain control of the game.
Yep, and then quick draw.
Oh, a trip, but a down tilt does not fully capitalize the punish right now. Getting back to stage as Ike against Meta Knight seems like a Sisyphean effort. As the matches go on longer, I want to see how BB adapts to that, because Ike doesn't have many options, but an up smash with a slight charge kills. Oh my goodness. Furon looking at the tier list and saying, no, it'll be what I make of it.
Yep, then momentum cancel, go for a quick draw back to stage, but overall sitting like so pretty in terms of a lead, and of course something that Atros and I were talking about in a previous set, that Furon and like all of the Knights of Round players, KOR, that's what it stands for, all have a very fantastic punish game and are so good at doing things like catching landings and catching recoveries that you kind of see that shine in like all of their gameplay, from like Astra to Furon.
Yeah, I'm interested to see Furon's jab game as well, because I saw him a few times go for jab 1, 2, and then going for another round of jabs afterwards, just to sort of see like what the opponent's panic options are, because sometimes just another jab will beat it out. Trying to go for dash attack to get any sort of momentum, but Ike is a little too heavy to go into those popped up scenarios for more damage. Ike getting as much damage as possible per hit. And now you see BB even playing a bit more aggressive, going a lot more for these dash attacks and side tilts. Really just trying to not give Furon the stage and control that he wants and try to regain the momentum.
Yeah, and a very good power shield on that, or well, perfect shield on that jab, letting him get a punish.
Yeah.
So honestly, BB's doing pretty well to bring this even in terms of percentages. However, there will still be a great effort, barring a low percent gimp.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, even if you get this...
Oh, the glide attack putting him into special fall.
Unfortunate, but honestly, BB was a little on the off foot that whole round. I hope he can regain his footing and regain his composure going into round 2 already. And we run it straight back to Battlefield.
Now we're going into bear F tilt to rack up some percent.
Yeah. Those jabs, once again, scrapping and putting in work. BB even going a bit more aggressive, even in the air as well, knowing that Ike does not have a lot of fast aerials other than back air, but like that's a stretch to say the least.
Yeah, that's why you can see like Ike very much plays this very grounded game to kind of control the game, but like if BB's able to pop him up in the air enough times, he'll be able to start racking up more momentum and more momentum off of that.
Yeah, and I think once BB figures out how to edge guard this side B onto the ledge and onto stage, it might start changing the tide of battle, but I don't think it's been quite figured out just yet.
Yeah, because, I mean, if I'm Meta Knight and I'm trying to contest it with, like, say, a Nair, as he was able to do with Falco,
Yeah.
on one hand, maybe it beats it out. I'm unsure of the priority. But on the other hand, then you're eating a quick draw right into the stage, and we just saw in the set against Softboiled how visceral those stage spikes can be.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And, you know, with Meta Knight being at 81%, this game's still too early to tell, you know?
Yeah.
Meta Knight's putting in the percent damage now. Furon looking for a kill with an up air. I know that up air lasts forever, the whole helicopter maneuver, but how can you fight a helicopter against a four-winged drone, you know?
Well, a drone may be nimble, but it sure as heck ain't durable.
That's true. You can get swat like a fly, kind of like how that F smash swat Furon off stage, but the side B going to ledge once more.
Yeah, so it may seem like BB's objective right now is to less so try to contest that side B, and more so just kind of be able to start, as I'd say, tier listing with just superior frame data.
Yeah, and also
better
catching
air mobility.
tendencies as well, kind of like how BB could react there and go for the ledge guard.
Yep, and we are now... BB's still having a
BB
good
has a
stock up.
comfortable lead.
Yeah.
And keeping Ike away from center stage is helping and paying dividends right now.
Yeah, keeping Ike off the ground and away from center.
Yeah, because once you get into a scenario where jab comes into play, that's when, you know, what options do you have? Like, how can you get out of that other than a egregious amount of SDI?
Yeah, and you've been watching, like, you can see he's going for, like, way more down tilt as opposed to his regular dash attack or back air, because a lot of those aerial approaches were what were getting snuffed out by those standing jabs in neutral.
Yeah.
So you can see he's going to be, like, BB is going to be going for these down tilts, and really only going for a lot of these aerials on stage, or, like, off of ledge, I mean.
Yeah, so I'm Furon. I'm thinking, how do I get back in this game? And I think it's the same answer as how do I get back to center stage, you know? How do I hold that and maintain dominance?
Jab,
because
jab.
I can throw a little bit of options to try to cover edge guarding against Meta Knight, but that is a tall order. And the pushback being just enough space for...
Ooh, able to snipe before the Magna Hands could reach it, and
Yeah.
BB getting a point on the board, making this 1-1.
Yeah, it looks like...
It will continue to be Furon's pick of stage.
Absolutely, yeah. That's the beauty of against Meta Knight, the current rule says that if you lose on your preferred stage, you can just easily run it back. Now they're doing a little bit of soul-searching, figuring out. I think Furon's starting to become aware that BB is learning of how to edge guard and cover side B now, especially with that down air.
Yeah, it's definitely a very strong thing to show to your opponent.
Yeah.
Especially since, besides the side special, Ike's recovery is fairly limited, to say the least.
Yeah, because like once you take his jump, he's not got much else. And BB sticking to the game plan of being like, how many times can I get him off stage? And just the proximity of that causing the side B attack to come out, putting Ike in special fall.
Yeah.
That is... did they fix that in Ultimate? Because I think in Smash 4 was a very similar scenario.
I believe so, but Ultimate Ike struggles pretty heavily since the nerfs.
Yeah. Thankfully, Brawl is an unpatched game, so Meta Knight can stay okay as he takes almost a ladder.
Meta Knight can stay okay as he's... That's a nice 4 or 5 up airs.
Yeah, as he can stay okay with a ladder, you know, gets the penthouse suite.
Oh, the dash attack barely not able to cover the end lag. Kind of threatening off stage here, and going for the
down tilt spike. Oh my goodness!
Honestly, precisely what was needed for this, and you saw was able to get that like late aerial hit into some jabs.
Absolutely, yeah. That was a surprising momentum shift that even caught BB off guard. I saw him react to the player cam of like, oh my goodness, that just happened to me.
BB looks so ominous with the sunlight, the sunset beaming red onto his face.
Yeah.
Real sense of
Ooh.
foreboding here as he's edge guarding Furon.
And those jabs, once again, creating space.
And
Furon
another
getting
down
it
tilt.
again! Oh my goodness! So now, as I've been talking about how BB might be getting aware of recovery habits, I think Furon's starting to get BB's number of recovery.
Yep, he's able to see like all of these tricks under the stage and deciding like, oh, you'd like to be under the stage? Let's do this a little bit faster then.
Let's put you directly under. Let's put you 6 feet instead.
Yep, and a wonderful turnaround jab to cover the cross-up out of the dash attack.
Yeah.
And spot dodging away from there. Perfect shielding the dash attack. Overall, very much standing his ground as BB has been able to now uproot him for just a little bit, but these two are neck and neck in terms of percentages.
Right? Oh my goodness, yeah.
Very much going blow for blow.
As they're figuring out each other's offenses, looking for holes,
Yep.
and hitting each other with things that they haven't seen before to see if they can catch them off guard and not ready for it, like those down smashes. Had not seen a lot of those.
Yeah, exactly. This
and
is
now coming out to sort of be like, hey, Furon, do you remember how to deal with this?
Yeah, the fact that this is only game 3 of a best of 5, and we've already seen so much conditioning
And adaptation, too, at the same time.
go into like some pretty avant-garde options, such as these like purposeful second hits of down smash from BB. Frankly, this is pretty much even. Furon getting a little comfortable going for that down tilt there, but BB was able to Magna Hands back and ripping the quick draw early to immediately reestablish stage presence, and BB being able to barely slip under after the glide land.
Yeah, I appreciate the safety of going for jab 1 and 2, just to sort of see what the options are and then react accordingly.
And
But
a
a
charge
strong
up
charge up smash to cover the missed dash attack? We'll take it.
And Furon is at match point, while BB remains on his tournament life.
Absolutely. And they go straight back to battlefield. So now, after losing last game due to impatientness, I wonder how BB's going to carry on. I wonder if BB's going to start mentally taking stock of that, be like, all right, I need to stick to the basics. I need to just beat him where I can in the air and take a little bit out of Furon's page and try to go for stage control.
Oh my goodness, the clank then immediately jabbing, try to get a bit of that momentum, able to fall out of the ladder. And something I've noticed that I see Furon do specifically is that he'll air dodge and then do his mid-air jump and air dodge immediately after, like simultaneously, as a way of mixing up landing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Standing completely still.
Standing still. Talk about control. Talk about composure. It is a sight to see.
Both of them flying back onto the stage and immediately trying to pop the other up into the air.
Yep, they both want to catch each other off with a cheeky aerial. The jabs again, just to see what the options are. And sometimes not holding shield long enough is what causes the jabs to be so successful.
Yeah, this matchup has very much become seeing who can pop the other in the air, because if Ike initiates the air state first, then Ike gets enough time to bring out one of those big aerials and seriously make Meta Knight pay. But if Meta Knight can get Ike up in the air, then it becomes a frame data numbers game.
Oh my god, that is a strong forward tilt, busting open the door. And a forward air just to cover the ledge, just to say, no, you can't come in right now.
Yep, speaking of you can't come in, very much trying to keep this door sealed up tight.
Yeah. And now I wonder what his option is again. Oh, the dash up to grab and throw off stage. Sometimes it's just those changes in like tempo and changes of expectations, you know, can be enough to cause it to make a difference. Now, if Furon can keep composure and find an aerial, that should be the end of Meta Knight's stop. But
Yeah, find an aerial, maybe F-tilt.
yeah, another F tilt like that busting open the door might be good.
Yeah, because we're at a high percent where like even these jab 3s are very much providing valuable positioning, but a very important thing is going to be equating that positioning into a stop.
Exactly, yeah. Like, the jabs are great percentages right now, and it's making sure that BB can't build a stronger lead. But
yep, and we had BB kind of calling out Furon's bluff there with those empty hops, kind of threatening a back air, trying to get BB to waste some of his resources off stage to get back, but he was able to just kind of push through. Going for a
down throw, killing that 190. Put that in your note card, everyone.
Exactly.
That'll be on the exam later.
Yep, I'm gonna.
Who knew that?
Yep, I'll just go right onto the Smashboards post and say, hey guys, Ike down throw.
Yeah, a secret untapped potential of Ike down throw. And you know, I'm not seeing Furon really go for any grabs at all, making it very safe for, like, if BB decided to shield and not use Meta Knight's spectacular buttons. Right there, yeah.
Yeah, but shields are overall very powerful in this game, and especially with the frequency of these perfect shields, I don't believe Ike's grab is too good in terms of frame data.
Right.
Given the fact that his grab's been pretty much reduced to like a whiff punish option.
Yeah, that platform showing to be a curse more than a blessing to Furon there, getting the earlier kill with up throw from Meta Knight.
Help trying to immediately poke out with these up tilts on platform.
Yeah, just kind of putting putting Ike and Furon into just uncomfortable positions at the corners of the stage, and once Ike's in the air, just keeping it there. And a deep edge guard, that'll be it? That'll be it. Wow. So now
we're
Game 5.
Game 5. Are we going to get another one of these comebacks from BB? But right now we've got some contemplation on Furon's end, trying to pick the right map for this. BB giving a little hand sign to the camera. It's all good. Shout outs to the Mew crew.
Yep, and running it to Smashville. Interesting.
The gentleman's pick. A stage that I feel like is a pretty happy medium in terms of platform game, because the platform's sometimes there to try to like poke through, and it's at a higher height to where Meta Knight's buttons will be much less effective at actually hitting above the platform, i.e. up tilt, but still are in that range where things like Ike's normals, Ike's aerials can very much sweep it.
Yeah, absolutely. And just the platform providing another way for Ike to recover in a matchup that's desperately needed.
And he hit the balloon.
Very necessary. Wow, and a rough trade sends Furon flying towards the blast zone.
Yep, which is... This is not a very fun situation to be in.
No, if I'm Furon, I need to dig deep and find my composure and my zen to push through this Herculean task to take out BB and cinch this win here in loser semis. It really is just a marvel to see. And a good back air. A very nice back air to take out the stock.
And now that we're basically pretty much even stocks, it's going to be a bit rough trying to recover this percent, though a 41, honestly already halfway there in terms of bringing this back to dead even.
Yeah,
now you can see he's going for a lot of these feints with like a short hop air dodge, trying to get BB to go for one of these burst options. And I will be right back to play
Well,
all right, I'll be staying here for a little bit longer.
Absolutely, yeah. So I was noticing, like, Furon is playing a calmer game, trying to keep composure and trying to mix up the ledge just to show BB, hey, think twice before you try to get me, but a random nair will throw it off. I say random, but it's more like the knockback of a nair.
Yeah, because it's unstaled. Brawl's staling system is, of course, so harsh, but it means that having a fresh move can be quite literally a matter of life or death for the opponent.
Yeah, BB turning up the tempo to put this game away, honestly, because he knows that once Furon finds his footing and gets some good hits in, then it becomes back to that neutral dance that takes minutes.
Precious minutes, which we have 5 of left.
Absolutely, yeah. The mental composure of both of them is so strong right now. Even Furon, who's hanging on, trying to find a way back, looking for an aerial to knock Meta Knight out of here. And the DI of a jab 3 might be what takes it eventually.
Up F tilt using the shield push to get him back onto ledge, try to rerun this game of guess which.
Absolutely, yeah. And
just a glide attack.
Scaring him away. Furon holding it in there, using an F smash just to show fearlessness in neutral here.
Oh, going for the down throw fair.
And playing a aggression versus aggression game against Meta Knight is a risky game, but it's a game that Furon is comfortable playing.
Yeah, these two are very much players known for going this long haul, and both of them kind of basically trying to battle who can simultaneously stay calm yet keep applying pressure.
Absolutely, yeah, because these damage and these hits from Ike are just so brutal, and Meta Knight is an unscaled aerial away from taking this score and up B. And a balloon pop for good luck. We'll see how that carries.
Well, the balloon pop in this game does actually destale your moves a bit, so it is technically optimal to go for. So, depending on whatever I believe it was his 9th move, his last 9th hit, might have a little extra oomph to it.
The tournament winner jump.
Yep,
Only seeing an up air as a punish. Surprisingly good right now. Wow, this is essentially last game, I would say.
Pretty much.
We'll see how this goes.
Up throw
and
onto the platform
takes it. Proper pop off from BB. Good composure right to the very
end. Pump. Very satisfying set between these two.
Absolutely.